Welcome into the CHGO Bears Podcast, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook. Download the app, use promo code CHGO when you sign up. What's up, Bears fans? Welcome in.
Sorry, Carmen, I actually didn't mean to do that, but there's the wonderful like button for everyone to hit.
Hit that like button for Mark Carman. Just do it just for him. The glorious photo of...
I'm a bit...
I'm going to stay like that one day, the entire show. I'm just going to stay in the thing, and you guys can just talk the whole time, and I'll just... Yeah. But I just want everybody to know, including you, 40-inch dick who wants me fired 1 minute in the show. #FireCarm. The best part of my day is this 60 minutes that I get to spend with you gentlemen Mondays through Fridays or Thursdays or whatever we do here.
I don't believe you, but I appreciate it.
Already fired and called a liar. First minute of the show.
So Adam Hoge, Mark Carman, Nicholas Moreano with you today, and we're starting off the show with some big CHGO news because obviously last night was a big night for the Blackhawks, getting the number one pick
Wild.
in the NHL draft lottery. The ping pong balls went their way, and we are celebrating today with a one-day hockey T-shirt flash sale. Wow. The Blackhawks.
I get it. The Blackhawks.
At first I thought it was a typo, and then I was like, no,
Yeah,
I get it.
they're back.
The Hawks are back.
Did you buy season tickets last night?
No, I did not.
Everybody
Do you know how
did.
much they sold?
Like over $2.5 million.
back.
$2.5 million in season tickets.
Yeah.
Anyway, those glorious shirts right there are $23 today. One day flash sale. Go get them in the CHGO locker. CHGOlocker.com. I myself will be. I got to catch up on a couple Hawk shirts.
Mm-hmm.
I got to be honest, guys.
You look adorable.
Really don't care about the Bears today. I'm sorry. I am in Connor Bedard tunnel vision today. Like, it's been like 15 hours now, and I'm just in shock. I don't know.
Law's
how
a
this
big
happened.
hockey guy.
Did you just say that you don't care about this show?
Yes.
I believe it.
That is- What's the word I'm looking for?
I'm here. Did you see the cool thumbnail I made where I put Roger Goodell's dumb body on Gary Bettman? I thought that was pretty cool. I care a little.
What's wrong with Roger Goodell's body?
No, I superimposed him on top of Gary Bettman in the NHL
Lottery.
draft lottery thing in the thumbnail.
By the way, there is one thing, though, that matters more than the Hawks landing Connor Bedard, and that is myself taking Carm down on the ping pong table right before the show started.
See, I normally don't play ping pong before the show, so I wasn't there. I was there in body, but not in spirit or mind, and I've got a lot of excuses. But congratulations to you, Adam. You did beat me. And
Can
then
we
we
say what
won't-
happened next?
No, we
though?
won't talk about the next game.
Immediately after Adam takes down Mark,
yeah,
I have to take care of business.
You know, it went to my head a little bit. I'm not going to lie. And
It happens.
or Nick tried as hard as he possibly could, like he always does, because he's a try-hard Nick. Even though he's leaving us, Nicholas Moreano is going to Hawaii for a week. Did you know that? It was on the show yesterday.
Yeah, it was on the show. Not only yesterday, but like at least 10 other times.
Probably.
If you notice today, I've made an adjustment for you, Hogue, for you, Nick, and for you, the diehard CHGO, or even part-time, or even like I don't know why I'm watching the show, CHGO Bears fan. I do not have my phone on me.
That's a great move.
I'm going non-phone.
That is that's amazing.
big.
I cannot.
I mean, the laptop's still there.
The laptop is here. We need the laptop for reads and whatnot, but I don't really do the laptop during the show. I do get distracted by my phone. I watched myself as watching the show yesterday when the Bears on Kawhi was talking, and I was sitting there texting like a madman.
There we go.
Yeah, you sent that
That's
to us
why.
like, here's why I didn't hear it.
As if you
and
didn't
all
know.
I'm thinking of is, who are you texting in the middle of the show?
Who's ever texting me? I get it.
Stop texting Carm in the middle of the show, I
Well,
think is the
Carm's a
lesson.
popular guy. He gets a lot of text
Yeah,
messages.
So
Every text message that come in, it's like, squirrel, squirrel,
right, ADD hits, and
butterfly.
yesterday I think was literally about the softball game.
Okay.
Rain was happening.
Monty here.
We're undefeated.
You did not lose yesterday. Good job. Super Chat 199. Explain this in NFL terms. Well, we can't because there's no NFL lottery.
Hence the topic for today's show. Do you want an NFL draft lottery? Hogue.
Here's the thing. I don't think it's necessary because I don't think – and my example is the Bears. So the Bears, quote-unquote, tanked, right? It was the luckiest tank of all time. I mean, we've detailed this many times, but the things that had to happen for the Bears to end up with the number 1 pick, it's just you can't just execute it. I mean,
Not repeatable.
unlike other sports, there's too many players on the field. They're all playing for their jobs at all times. It is impossible to play the game. There is no load management like the NBA where you can just feel like, let's just, take the best player out of this game today. It's now when it got to week 18, they sort of maneuvered it for 1 week where they were clearly, Tim Boyle
Yeah.
Great quarterback.
was playing.
Loved him.
Was playing.
Well, Nathan Pierce making throws, and then
Yeah.
Tim Boyle, get in there, buddy. Do your thing.
Would Justin Fields had been playing in many other situations? Probably.
But you're talking about 1 year where the Bears went about their business in a normal way.
But it all came down then, even after that, to Davis freaking Mills throwing a miracle on 4th and 20 and then having to get the 2-point conversion after that.
Safety mistimes his
When-
jump.
Another example there, they should have been tanking. They were tanking. And the head coach stuck up his middle finger in the last game and said, no, we're going to try to win this game. And the players on the field were like, we're going to try to win this game. So I don't think it's really necessary to have a lottery system in the NFL. I just don't think you just can't tank in the same way that other teams can in other sports. Now, that being said, and I'll shout out to Kevin Kaduk because this topic came up on our meeting yesterday, and he had a great counterpoint, which may be all that you need. Imagine last night's NHL draft lottery. They do it in the NBA, too, where everybody tunes in for a night in the middle of no-time summer.
June. I mean, it's during the playoffs.
Yeah, but
I don't know. It's like
so watch a
between games.
playoff
Or
game.
whatever.
My point is people are tuning in to watch
Yeah.
it. Imagine that on the NFL scale. And if the NFL can dominate another night of television like they're going to do on Thursday with just announcing when the games we already know that are being played when they're being played is a whole 3-hour TV show, yeah, maybe that's all they need and they'll do it.
I think it's only a matter of time until it happens because for that exact reason, it's another opportunity for them to squeeze more dinero out of the NFL lemon, if you will. And yes, this particular year, it didn't necessarily matter. The Bears were trying, for the most part, to win games and lost 7 games by 1 score. So the play on the field wasn't impacted by them trying to lose. And by the way, players are never trying to lose. They're trying to keep their jobs. So, but I just think it's you're missing out. The NFL's missing out right now. They don't need it, but they're literally they are.
When are they going to put it though? I mean, the thing is
They'll
the
figure
NFL.
it out.
But I guess this goes to another thing where I'm not sure it's necessary because.
None of it's necessary though. Do we need to have?
But the NFL calendar doesn't really stop at all or even hesitate until the draft's over. You know what I mean? Like, okay, there's 1 week in between. Now there's literally 1 week between Super Bowl Sunday and the Combine where there's nothing on the calendar. Is that the week they do it? A week before the Combine?
I mean, they can do 2 things in 1 week. It's just another show they're going to sell.
Yeah.
How about the week between the championship and the Super Bowl?
Imagine in the middle of the
But people
combine.
are talking about the Super Bowl anyway. You know what I mean? Like, it's
yeah,
not
that's
like
true. Yeah. You don't need that.
All I'm saying is, like, if we're talking about the middle of the dead period of the summer where the NFL is really dark, like kind of like they've done with the schedule release. The schedule used to come out in April during draft season. And then they realized if we put this 2 weeks after the draft, instead of everything just sort of going dark for the summer, we get but you can't have the lottery after the draft is my point.
No, that makes sense.
What happens if they had in the middle of the combine week and they have this big announcement? It's coming on Wednesday
I
night.
thought of that too. But the Combine week's already, they have
It was
wall-to-wall TV
kind of a
coverage
big
all
deal.
week for a convention.
I mean, I know you slept through it, but it was kind of a big deal.
Great line by Lawrence. Got to appreciate it. But what were they doing at night? Couldn't there be like an 8 o'clock big show combine week?
I think we had other plans at night. I don't know about you.
Well, we did, but then we would have to adjust Wednesday night.
Yeah,
there
guys,
it is. Big show. Whatever. They will find a spot to put it on
people will
TV.
tune in. That's the thing. People would tune in regardless of the night because there's so much uncertainty. Like, you're not guaranteed the spot just because of your record. It could be a couple of teams in the mix. So regardless of when it happens, people will tune in.
I mean, I think Wild Card Weekend would be cool, just like in between games.
Yeah. Well, and Nick and I did some incredible research before the show today because they're going to have 3 games now on Christmas Day, which
they already did.
Yeah.
The last 2 years.
Right. So, but let's.
That's good research.
Christmas Day.
Good research.
No, but the point. Well, Nick, help me out here on our amazing research. Look at the days of Christmas in the next decade. What were the days that we figured out, Nick?
We had 2 on Wednesday, 2 on Thursday, 2 on Monday, 1 on Tuesday. Christmas Day.
So it just fallen right in the middle of the week. Basically, the entire next decade, there's only one Sunday. We're going to play 3 games on Wednesday, then we're going to have Thursday night.
I don't know it's necessarily always going to be on Christmas Day, though. Because there's always like an observed. Like if Christmas Eve is Monday, they'll probably play the whole Sunday schedule on the 23rd and then have the triple header on Christmas Eve on Monday. That's how they always do it. This is not a new thing.
They're going to be playing NFL football on every single day of the week.
Well, that might be a thing.
That's where we're headed.
It might be. There are a couple things that I think are wild. Okay, one is, and we've known this is coming too. There's a Black Friday game.
Yeah, Black Friday game.
So now you have your 3 Thanksgiving games
and
a Black Friday game. So that's 4 games being played before you even get to Saturday,
which is nuts.
Yeah, I don't hate it though. As an NFL consumer, give me all the games. I'm okay with it.
So you want one every night? You want a game every day? Hoge? NFL consumer?
Who doesn't want an NFL game every night?
Look,
me.
From the Thursday night games that we were watching
not.
last season,
Why not?
it's a bad product.
Because there's something called tradition. The NFL.
Are you anti-pitch clock too?
Hold on. The best part about this is that Nick was about to say the actual reason that it shouldn't happen, which is that the product sucks on Thursday nights and the games are terrible and the teams don't give a crap or whatever. But then Carm's going to go to tradition. Let's continue, please. This is wonderful.
I like Nick's reasoning too.
No, let's go with yours.
Yeah, but that is a great reasoning if we want to go to the moral side of it. How about the fact that they play a very violent game?
Okay, that's a real argument I'll listen to. Safety is a question mark. The product sucks because they put bad games on Thursday. I think if you put good teams, which is what they're going to start to do, which is another thing, teams can now be on Thursday Night Football twice.
Now we're just gonna figure out all the good games.
Here's the one thing: if people want to have beef with what they're changing, is they can now put teams on Thursday night twice. So some teams are not going to play on Thursday night. It is a disadvantage to have to play on Thursday night. So if you're a team like the Chiefs and now you have to do it twice a year, when I don't know the Commanders don't, although they'll probably put the Commanders on. That was probably bad. I don't know. Jacksonville. There's been a lot of bad Thursday AFC South games, I feel like.
It's a Thursday night special, AFC South. Let's go Colts versus Jags.
Oh, that one was just an all-timer. No, wait, was it Colts and...
Colts Broncos was terrible.
That's what it was.
But I just feel like the Titans, the Colts, the Jags, they're always terrible.
Always Thursday night. Yeah. Always Thursday. But the thing is, too, we hear from the players and the coaches, like, they don't like these Thursday games. They don't like having to shorten their week to have to game plan
you know
the
what
body.
They do love? You know what they do love?
What do they love, Adam?
The 4 days off they get after the Thursday.
Sure,
game.
but the leading
it's
up to that game,
when it's not
sucks.
It's fine.
It sucks.
Look, ultimately for me, it comes down to, how many yachts do you need to ski behind? Like, do we need to have 48 yachts? Because it sounds like we need to have 48 yachts. Is the NFL not making enough money?
I'll take one yacht.
I'll take
Actually, I don't want to deal with the maintenance. I don't want a yacht.
They have way more than one yacht. They've got 100 damn nice yachts. Like, why do we have to continue to squeeze all the money out of it?
Because it's called running a business, and if the demand is there, you supply it.
God.
It's not that hard.
People
want
they're
more
profiting
fun.
off of it.
Gordon Gecko, greed is good.
It's not greed. People want to watch football. What's the downside? What's the downside?
Let's rewind back to the health part of the game for the greed part.
Okay. Are there more injuries on Thursday night?
I don't have the numbers in front of me, but
I don't think anyone does because I'm not sure there's any proof that there are.
okay, Adam.
I think it's an inconvenience.
Do you
I think people are more sore.
Hold on. Do you think it's better for a player to have a week off between games, or do you think it's better for them to be thrown out there 3 days later? Are we gonna really make an argument that based on some statistical whatever that we don't have in front of us that it's not more dangerous for them to play 3 days after?
I don't know that. No, what I'm saying is I'm not sure there's any proof that players are getting hurt at a higher rate when they play on Thursday. Maybe there is. I just don't know of it.
Can't be good.
It can't be good. It cannot be.
And I do think people underestimate how much they enjoy having the weekend off after that. When they get to fly to wherever they actually live, they get to go see their family. Jalen Johnson was on a plane the next morning. By the time he went on the score the next day after that Thursday game last week, he was already in California with his cute daughter on his lap doing a hit. Like, there's just as many positives as there are negatives. I think this is an overblown thing.
Lawrence, do the poll like Adam is conducting, please, and thank you. I love you.
Here's the poll. Do you want more football or less football? Let's see what the answer is.
If you could go back, here's the poll. Do you like football on Sundays or do you like the football every day of the week? Because I like Sundays. I like looking forward to it. I like what it does for the players. I like what it does for my week. I don't want to make this about us working in the business, but
Actually, that's a good
game
poll.
every single night?
For real. Here's the real poll. Would you rather only have football on Sunday, all games played Sunday, or football every day in the week? You have to choose between those two.
Okay. I mean, I would almost go back to how it was when I was a kid, which was Sundays, and then there's a Monday night game, and everybody looked forward to it.
Well, this is where I'm going to give you a real, honest, selfish answer.
Yeah?
I don't want games on Sundays because I have to cover the Bears on Sunday, and I miss all the other football. Give me all the other games all the other days.
All right, we got that poll question going. Poll questions up, everyone. Get it in there.
But it's also a fan problem. I mean, like when Bears fans are watching the Bears, they're not watching all the other games unless they have multiple monitors, which some do. Good for them, and they can have Sunday ticket.
Shout
or
out to
Red
Fubo
Zone.
TV.
Fubo. Yep.
Hoge literally wants to sit home on Tuesday night and watch Jags versus Titans. You're in, and then the next night you want to go. You're geeked up for a solid Saints Bucks, and then you're. I mean,
it does sound good. I'm not gonna lie. I love football. I love watching more football
every night. Let's watch it Why don't we play 365? Seriously, let's not have an off season. Let's just do it every single night and make as much money as possible so they can sell their franchises for $88 billion. Let's do that.
Look, I don't necessarily think there should be football on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I'm okay with that. Like,
no. Why can't we have a game right now that we could be watching? Seriously,
I agree. But I'm okay with Friday games.
You're a high school football coach.
Yeah, I gotta think of that.
What's wrong with you? What would you do then, football guy? Would you come home and watch the replay of Seahawks and Falcons?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got Bijan Robinson on the Falcons. He's must watch.
Well, they're like
this would actually be a good conversation for our next guest coming up here, who I'm very looking forward to talking to. He does not. I don't think he knows why we're having him on today. Is he listening to us right now, Lawrence?
He's not here yet.
He's not here yet. Okay, well that's a problem. See, this is why I should probably have my phone.
Yeah, of all the days, the guest that
he's probably trying to text you right now.
Yeah. Let me. Okay,
I'll get it. I'll get it.
You want to get it? Yeah, it's on my desk.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, make sure you are getting fitted out in the best sports gear around with hoodies, shoes, signs, bobbleheads, and everything in between. And that's with FOCO because it's spring, it's baseball season. They have Aloha shirts, straw hats, polos, bags, everything you might need for a game. Some of our set decorations here are from FOCO. They got memorabilia. I got my son like the build Camp Randall Stadium.
Ooh, that's
thing.
cool.
They're like mini Legos, and so they got all kinds of stuff like that for kids, adults. Again, some of our set decorations here. FOCO has donated a bunch of stuff for us on our sets, so please go show them some love. Check out FOCO.com. Click the link in the description below. And for all non-presale items, use the promo code CHGO, and you'll get 10% off from our friends at FOCO.
You have to show some love to Athletic Greens, too. With one scoop of your AG1s, You're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source, superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens to help start your day off right. This mixture of ingredients helps your immune system, gives you energy, and improves your focus, and that's why I take my Athletic Greens, and you should too. Also, Athletic Greens help support better sleep quality and recovery, which we all definitely need. Right now, it's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with convenient daily nutrition. Just one scoop and a cup of water every day. That's it. Super simple. No need for a million different pills and supplements to look out for your health. And to make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/CHGO Bears. Again, that is athleticgreens.com/CHGO Bears. Take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutrition insurance.
Am I supposed to see like
No,
that? It's,
what I'm showing you is what our next guest has posted as his name, which is Carm Hates Major League. So I assume that the two of you have
I have
some
no
sort of,
idea why he's saying like Carrington
well,
Harrison.
we should bring him in. and we
Afternoon
should-
host, 610 Sports Radio. One of my good buddies, a man that you can also hear on CBS Sports Radio. I love when I wake up on like a Saturday morning and Carrington's talking to me and telling me that Will Levis is going to suck. And he's joining us now on the CHGO Bears podcast. C-Dot, do you know why we're having you on today?
I have absolutely no clue why I'm on your show today. You called me at like 9:15 in the morning, and I thought something was wrong. And then you're like, do you want to come on today? And I'm like, yeah, sure. If you want me to come on, I don't really know what's happening. The Bulls haven't been doing anything. I haven't watched a second of Cubs baseball. Like, I have no clue what's happening with the Cubs. I couldn't tell you a person on the Cubs, to be completely honest with you. So, no, I don't know why I'm here, but I'm very happy to be on with you today. I'm happy to be on with all three of you today.
Well, first off, this is
For the record, Nick and I don't know why you're here either.
Yeah, no.
I think Carm just wants to yell at you.
First of all, this is a Bears show. We don't talk about those other teams at all because we're not allowed. CHGO Cubs and CHGO Bulls do a great job. But C-Dot, we've been sitting here for months knowing, absolutely planning, literally have hotel rooms booked for the Bears to play the Chiefs in Germany. And now it's coming out via Peter King yesterday that the Kansas City Chiefs are afraid to play the Bears in Germany because there's going to be 7 million Bears fans, and their one request they can make is to not play the Bears there because they want to have them play at Arrowhead so they can have home field. This is the softest move in NFL history, and I want to know why you think the Chiefs don't want to play the Bears in Germany, and I blame you as one of my great Kansas City friends.
Carm, the Bears had the number 1 overall pick and the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. In what world do you think the Chiefs are trying to circumvent playing? Hold on, is this the same Peter King who had Will Levis going number 4 overall in his mock draft? Is this the same Peter King that had Hendon Hooker going 12 overall to the Houston Texans? Go check. Go read. I read his Monday Morning Quarterback every week. He had Hendon Hooker going 12 overall, and he went 86 to the Lions. You're telling me that's the guy I'm supposed to take right now is the Kansas City Chiefs are ducking the Chicago Bears. The last time I saw Mahomes play the Bears, he threw 5 touchdown passes against them. He wants to play that. He wants to play that soft defense you guys got there.
Well, hold on. We drafted Jervon Dexter and Zach Pickens. We're coming for you, buddy. Number 1. Number 2.
We're coming a little slowly off the line, but we're coming.
We're getting. Yes.
Carm, there are 32 teams in the NFL. The Bears were the worst of all of
You're
them.
Not telling me I don't know. I'm just trying to figure
but I'm
out why
saying
else.
You tell me in what world Duke is afraid to play Kennesaw State. That's what you're trying to tell me here. That's what you're trying to sell to
Listen,
me.
hey, for the record, we got
Adam
someone from
said
Kennesaw
anything in
State
5
coming at you,
minutes
too.
'cause he knows this is ridiculous.
Well, hold on. I mean, shout out to Fairleigh Dickinson and Purdue. Braggs, congratulations, because we're the Fairleigh Dickinson Bears coming for you, buddy. We don't care that we didn't draft Patrick Mahomes. We got Justin Fields. Damn it, we got it right in the end. That's what everyone's talking about. Fields being an MVP this year, by the way. MVP talk. C-Dot.
Who is everybody? No one's talking about this. I turn on the television. No one is saying that Justin Fields is going to win MVP. Why are you wasting? I have to work. Why are you wasting my time with this appearance? this is my prep time.
Did you?
I moved things around in my schedule so I could come on here, and you're talking to me about Justin Fields winning MVP.
Dan Orlovsky said yesterday that he's going to be an MVP candidate. I'm telling these guys that in the chat and the show that I think it's a little too tall for Fields to be an MVP candidate, and like literally people, like half the chat wanted to have me fired for pushing back. So maybe it's actually good that you're on here. But to me, that's like putting too much on QB1. Like I think he's going to get there someday, but let's not go MVP candidate year 3 here.
Carm, why am I on this show today? Why am I here?
These guys, hold on. See that? These guys yesterday, they were telling me that's because that they want all the Bears fans to come down to Kansas City for because they want them all to, go to Gates and Arthur Bryant's and stay in the hotels.
First of all, let's rewind a little bit here what actually Peter King said. Teams are allowed to block. Teams that have to go overseas to play a home game, which the Chiefs have to do this year, right? They're allowed to tell the NFL one game on their schedule that they don't want moved overseas. And that's what Peter King reported. He didn't say why. He didn't say the Chiefs were scared. He didn't say anything. All he said was that the Chiefs picked that Bears game. And my thinking was Bears fans travel. They only come to Kansas City every 8 years. You'd prefer to have the Bears come to Kansas City than go to Germany. And then Carm took it as they're scared because all the Bears fans that are going to go to Germany.
Well, I don't understand anything else.
There's only 3 possible games for the Chiefs in Germany, right? There's only 3. They're not sending a divisional game over there. They're not putting Chiefs and Eagles over there. They play the Bengals this year. They're not sending the Bengals. The 3 possible options are the Dolphins, and I think why we would know why the Chiefs would want to keep the Dolphins game in Kansas City with Tyreek Hill. Like, I actually think that's going to be the first game of the season is Chiefs and Dolphins. So you got Chiefs and Dolphins, you got Chiefs Bears and Chiefs Lions. The Lions are going overseas. That's what we know. The Chiefs have made a determination that more Bears fans are going to come to Kansas City than Lions fans. So we want to keep that home game. But Carm, you're trying to spin this like the Chiefs are worried about the
Chiefs don't
7-10 Bears. They're not worried about this.
Do the Chiefs not sell out? Didn't you win the Super Bowl? Why do you need Bears fans in Kansas City? Huh?
Carm, why am I on this show today to talk to you about finances?
Because I knew you would be.
Why the Chiefs would want Bears fans? Why any team would want a popular fan base? The Bears are like the Steelers. They're like the Patriots. They travel. They're like the Niners. You guys have a great fan base. I wish you put together a great team to reward the great fan base. I wish you guys had a great podcast to reward a great fan base. But instead, you're talking to me about fake. Instead, you're talking to me about fake Peter King reports.
Hold on.
I went too far.
Yeah, you went too far with the not a great. This is the best podcast in the history of the world. But and another thing, will you just admit that there will be more Bears fans in Germany than there would be Chiefs fans because Bears fans are just better than Chiefs fans. There's more of us. We're more passionate. We will go overseas. That's what they're really afraid of.
Yeah, possibly. Chicago is the best city in the United States, and Kansas City is the 34th biggest city. So, yes, I'm not surprised that they're just by sheer population size, there are more people that cheer for the Bears than are more people that cheer for the Kansas City Chiefs. That has no bearing on who wins the football game because Green Bay been whooping y'all ass for 100 years, and Green Bay has 37 people in it. So it does not matter who wins these football games.
I'm just saying that you guys are afraid of you want home field in Germany and you don't want to play the Bears because you know that the Bears fans are just better than Chiefs fans. That's just the whole Arrowhead thing. It's just it's a big myth. The loudest stadium in the NFL. Please, are you telling me that it's loud?
Carm, you've been to Arrowhead. Don't do this. You don't got to do this.
I have. I've been to Arrowhead. I've been to Arrowhead. I've been to Philly. I've been to stadiums that actually have a dome that's way louder than Kansas City. Arrowhead, overrated. Anyway, see that. Let me tell you something.
I love you to death. If I didn't know you, I'd hang up right now. If I just didn't know who you were, I would just press end call and I would never come on here again. But I love you, so I'm gonna stick this out with you.
No,
but what you said is blasphemous. You know it's a lie, and you shouldn't talk like this around company. Just me and you on the phone, you can talk like this. You're talking like this in front of Adam. Don't do this in front of Adam.
Oh, see, I hang up on him all the time, man. I do know.
See, and let me just say this. CDOT has a lifetime must come on the show pass because now Carrington was a younger man here and it wasn't a fireable offense. But the day we used to work together at 610 Sports Radio, and it was magic. We had the CDOT's first ever hosting was on the night game with yours truly. He created the mascot game. We played a great game. We were buddies, and then the day that Ryan McGuire let me go, CDOC walks up to me as I'm walking out of there. Worst day of my life. Fired from Kansas City. He's like, Carm, can you give me a ride to the mechanic? My car needs an oil change. I just looked at him. I'm like, do you realize that I just got fired? Do you think I want to drive you to the oil?
Did he know you got fired?
Yes, he knew I got fired. He wanted a ride. So for doing that on the day that I got fired, you have to play along when I need you for these moments to troll Kansas City. You owe that to me for at least another 10 years.
Okay. Carm, I'm here. I'm here. I don't know what else you want me to do. I'm playing along with this ridiculous bit. You guys are not a good football team. I don't know why we're even having this conversation. You're incredibly average. We're I don't know how you have the number one pick and you're still the worst team in your division. How does this happen? How have we had a whole offseason? You're still the worst team in your division. The Lions are going to win more games than the Bears. The Vikings are going to win more games. And the Packers. We don't even know who their quarterback is. Jordan Love. We've never seen Jordan Love play, and we still know they're going to be better than the Bears this year.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. And I'm the one who correctly picked the Vikings to win the division last year. They are going to regress. The numbers, you just look at them, whether it's takeaways, whether it's one-score games, they're primed for regression. And the Bears, talent or whatever, same exact stats you look at every year, usually to see which teams are going to be better. One-score games, they lost all those games. They're going to win a couple extra games. I think that's going to end up evening out. The division's up for grabs. Honestly, I think the Lions are the best team. I think the other three teams, it's up for grabs.
It feels very weird to say that the Lions are the best team in any division.
It does.
They're the Lions. You know what I mean? They're the Lions. Like, I don't care how excited you can get. Like, the Clippers got Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, and they're excited. You're the Clippers. Like, something is going to go wrong because you're the Clippers. That's how I feel about the Lions. Something's going to go wrong with the Lions at some point. I don't know when, but Jared Goff, the second week of the season on Thursday Night Football, is going to tear his ACL because they're the Lions.
I mean, they drafted Jahmyr Gibbs when they could have had him in the third round. They're Detroit. C-Dot, I love you. Thank you for playing.
Wait. What's the Major League thing?
I have no idea.
I just randomly put that to bother Carmen. Okay. He might actually really love Major League, but I don't know.
Are you talking about the movie?
Yeah, no, the movie Major League. Carm might actually love the movie.
Willie Mays says I like.
You didn't actually but that was if you didn't like that movie, you would be kicked off the show right now.
Thank you. I enjoy Major League, not Major League 2.
That's fine.
Yeah, but
it's okay.
Hey, Carrington, you're the best, brother.
Carm.
The Bears are coming.
Carm, really quick, give me one Michael Jordan story. You know I need one Michael. I did all of this. I need one Jordan story.
Let's do a Jordan story. Real quick.
Story time.
Yo, hold on, Carm, have you seen the movie Air?
I haven't seen it yet.
Damn it.
I don't know. I don't know. It's one of the worst jobs that I've ever done.
This doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
No, I don't want to hear. You don't even like Michael. If you haven't seen the movie, how did I go see Air the first day it came out with you? You love Michael. You camped outside Michael Jordan's house.
It's a bad job. It's a bad job by me, 100%. But you're a shoe guy, so that's why you were in there, and of course you respect the greatest player to ever play anything. C-Dot, I'm going to call you off air. I'm going to give you a Jordan story. I don't have one flipping in my head right now, so I'll call you.
You just confirmed to me the fact that you haven't seen Air and you can now watch it at home. Like, it's now on demand. You don't even got to go to the movie theater anymore. You can sit at home and watch Air right now, and you still haven't seen it. You're not a Michael Jordan fan. All the years of your fandom, and when you had the little AN1 and he told you, "Ooh, nice shot," none of that matters to me anymore. You're a fraud. You're a fake.
Hang up on him, please. Just see you, buddy.
All right.
I told you to see the movie, Mark.
He said all I needed him to say. For everybody that's annoyed, Bears fans, did you hear what he just said? Bears fans are better than Chiefs fans. That's why they're avoiding us. That's what was said. We just confirmed Bears greater than Chiefs. That's all that I wanted to do there.
Getting through all of that weirdness was actually the problem that exists. as he pointed out, there are really only 3 games that can be on, the possibility of going to Germany. And one is the Dolphins, which you can understand why both the league and the Chiefs would want that game to stay in Kansas City. 2 is the Bears game, which I actually think we're touching on a little bit of both. Because I also wonder how badly the Bears might be pushing it back against that. To be honest.
Really?
They never seem too
want to do anything
enthusiastic about going overseas, and it's a big. There was a huge gap between their last 2 trips to London, a huge gap compared to what other team, and they still won't give up a home game. Regardless, here's the problem with the Lions, because we can land on the Lions being the possibility.
Okay.
The last time the Lions had a road game in Kansas City was 2015, except it got moved to London. So it's already been 16 years since they've been to Kansas City.
It's overdue.
And you're going to move this one? Now you're talking about 24 years in between trips to Kansas City?
It's nuts. Wow.
I'm not saying it
Does
can't
that matter? Who cares?
For
who?
Yeah, I'd be
for
like
Lions fans or for the Chiefs or who's the one that's missing out by not going to Kansas City? I don't know which side of the.
What I'm trying to explain to you, though, this is why they got stuck here. This is why this has been a thing where are the Bears playing in Germany? Are they not? Who's playing in Germany? This has been a real thing in the league office and why they got stuck on this one.
To listen, like his reasoning on the Dolphins, like the Chiefs want to have Tyreek Hill come back. Like, I just have a hard time believing that that's a factor in that. To me, it just seems, and maybe his original point is that Peter King is just wrong. Like, that to me actually made the most sense of anything that was said there. Like, King's wrong. This is still happening. The Bears are going to Germany to play the Chiefs. That's what's up. But if Peter King is right, to me it absolutely is what it is. There's going to be more Bears fans in Germany, and the Chiefs didn't want to lose a home game. And I want it on the record that the Chiefs are avoiding Bears fans because Bears fans are better than Chiefs fans. Period. End of story. There's more of us. Whatever. City demographics. 85 Bears. The Chiefs are a great NFL organization who won the Super Bowl, and they're afraid of Bears fans. To me, that's a noteworthy thing. I don't care how small the market is. I mean, Kansas City's at the top of the food chain.
Like the Bears
People
are winning
love winners.
The Bears are winning the game regardless of where it's being played.
And that too. Let's go. Why not?
Fields taking over.
By the way, chat's not happy about CDOT coming on and ripping the Bears. Remy was upset. She sent a couple super chats. Thanks, Remy. Threw those up and then
puts him in a situation.
I put him in a spot where he had to fire back. So just pile on me today. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
I like CDOT. I think
CDOT's great.
I think he's entertaining.
Sure.
He played a lot. Let's not get too serious about what was being said on that.
I would replace Carman with CDOT. I
mean, 100 immediately.
That's fucked up.
Should we talk about how he spelled Kauai yesterday in the Slack?
That was on purpose, Benedetto.
What?
No,
that was on purpose.
Kauai? You think?
How do you spell Kauai?
I don't know, but I definitely don't think it's KYWAHI.
Like Kawhi Leonard?
I know it's not.
But
that's
not even spelled right.
Oh, it's not.
No, Kawhi Leonard is KAWHI.
I think it's KUAIU something. Whatever.
KAUAI.
Can we all just relax and have a little bit?
Yeah, let's all.
You're the one
relax
who introduced conflict into the show today.
And
I was going to have a nice,
conflict.
relaxing show, and you hijacked CDOT's afternoon.
I like fun conflict.
His show today is going to suck because he went on this show and he wasted all that prep time on this show.
I think he's going to be great.
I think he's going to be great. I think that CDOT show is going to be great because he was probably sleeping before he came on. It was just crawling into his day. Now he's super annoyed that the guy in Chicago put him on. It is reminding of him when he. I mean, can you believe that? That was the highlight of the thing right there for me. I got to fire back at him on. Can you give me a ride to the oil? Can I give? No, I cannot. I
have to say that's a little messed up.
It's a lot to ask.
You just got fired, but can I have a ride?
Yeah, no. Super
on
chat
Kauai.
199 from Bears on Kauai, literally in my name. Yes, Kauai. That's a tough Bears on Kauai. Come on, that's tough. That is not.
You got to
an easy
DM
spell.
me, Bears on Kauai. You got to DM me.
Maybe he doesn't want to hang out with you.
No, he said he did. Well, I just need
Well.
recommendations. That'd be nice.
I sent you 20 yesterday.
I need all of them.
I did.
I need everything. Be there for a while.
I know
DM me.
Kauai better than Bears on Kauai. He knows Kauai.
Oh boy!
If you
know,
don't
that
hang
seems
out with
wrong.
Bears on Kauai and you're going to Kauai, that's
a bad job.
That's messed up.
We need a
Yeah.
pick. Did you guys see the pick of a couple of CHGO Blackhawks fans in Portugal?
Yes, I
Yeah,
did.
that was
And by
awesome.
the way, Bears on Kauai, I didn't mean that. That was a joke. I did see that. CHGO meetup in Portugal.
I mean, that's awesome.
Freaking awesome.
Was that our guy that was on our happy hour? Didn't we have a guy?
I
or was
think
that
it was. I think it
didn't
was
we-
Alexander Farapas. I believe that's.
We had the
I
guy
believe
from
that's him.
Portugal that was working the night shift as
believe-
a
I
security
believe so.
guard.
Yeah,
Listening
I think
to
it
us?
is.
His bank was getting robbed because he was on the happy hour with us.
I don't know about that.
I might go to Portugal right now and find that guy. Let's go. You want to go to Portugal?
Can we just talk about when Carm went and got his phone? He immediately was in his phone for like a minute and a half, not paying attention to anything.
That's not true.
Yes, it was.
You weren't there, Mark.
I got to go back and watch.
Gotta watch
I don't
the
think
tape.
that's true.
All right.
Literally right now, though, get this away from me, because I want to like research how much it costs to fly to Portugal.
You don't
That's
need
what's
to
in
do
my
that
head
right now.
Leave
But
that
you
alone.
could research Fubo TV, 140 plus live channels of sports, shows, movies, and news. You can stream live TV on any device. Watch the most Chicago sports for the lowest price. Start watching immediately with a 7-day free trial. There's no contract. There's no cable, no hassle. Very easy. You just sign up, start watching. Plus, you get 1,000 hours of cloud DVR included at no extra charge. Watch your local teams while traveling. There's a ton of sports coming up. Obviously, you got the PGA Championship, Carm's French Open, NHL
Let's go.
Draft, which is now... Where did we come down on the NHL Draft? I mean, it is a must-watch because the Hawks are getting Bedard, but now we know who they're getting.
It's amazing. It's just a party now. It's so cool. The Blackhawks guys are going to go to Nashville, and it's just going to be a party.
Oh, that's
It's
Can we
so
go?
it
and
is.
The best part is that so is PHNX, the Coyotes. They did a live show last night. They were very upset when the number one pick came out, like walking off set.
Which pick did they get?
Well, they got number 6 because they did a bad job of tanking. But they only have like 4,000 fans a night, so I really don't think they should be that upset about it. I don't understand why they wanted like Anaheim to get it between the two teams. Like, why would you want a team in your own division? Whatever. It should be a fun time in Nashville with them being angry, and then the Blackhawks guys just partying their.
Can I take another
faces off.
vacation?
Well, no.
No.
And regardless, if you're not going to Nashville, you can watch the NHL Draft on ESPN. Of course, the NHL and NBA playoffs are going on. You get it all with Fubo TV. Plus, you can watch the White Sox on NBC Sports Chicago, Cubs on Marquee with Fubo TV. Use the link in the description to sign up for 15% off your first month of Fubo Pro.
And when you're sitting at home watching Fubo, when you want to go outside, take a break, and take on the sun with gear built to last, you want to do it with our friends at Shady Rays, which have you covered for the warm weather ahead. It's going to be amazing this weekend. I think amazing starting on Thursday. It's beautiful out today, too, here if you're living in the old Midwest. Yes, warm weather ahead with the premium polarized shades at an affordable price. Shady Rays, the independent sunglasses company that offers a world-class product just as good as any pair you have ever worn in your life. We love our friends at Shady Rays and their most insane protection plan in all of eyewear. Every pair backed by the lost and broken replacements. You lose it, you break it, you let them know. They give you a new pair, no questions asked. They are amazing. They are Shady Rays. And by the way, if you don't like the Shady Rays period, which won't happen, but if you don't, you can return it for free within 30 days. So no risk, zero when you shop. The Shady Rays team always has your back. And exclusive for you, the CHGO listener, they are giving you out the best deal of the season right now. Go to shadyrays.com. Use that code CHGO. 50% off 2 or more pairs of polarized sunglasses. Try them for free. 5-star ratings by over 250,000 people.
I got to be honest. I think this is probably the nicest thing anyone has ever said to Carm, calling you CHGO's Hunter S. Thompson. I mean, that is, I would love to be.
Thank
on
you
par
so
with
much,
Hunter S.
Bro
Thompson.
Delicious. You've got my back at all times.
That's awesome. And then, of course, Nick and Bears on Kauai are having a conversation now, sort of. in the chat, but he doesn't see a DM.
I don't see the DM.
Bears on Kawhi, thank you so much for the super chat. We
There's
appreciate
a fake
you.
Moreano.
I don't know about
Is he
that.
here right now?
Wow.
The dude literally paid $1.99 to send you that.
And I don't
You
see.
better be
And I don't
ki-
see his
you-
DM. I'm
you-
looking at my Twitter right now.
Why don't you DM him?
Good. Okay. Yep. No, you're solving
I
things.
think he blocked him. That's what happened.
And you
I
owe
hope not.
you owe Bears on Kawhi
A
lunch
beer.
at bare
Yeah.
minimum. No, not
And the coach dinner. Sean Spencer.
you owed Spencer dinners.
I
God,
know,
Sean
people
Spencer was
want
awesome
stuff.
yesterday. If you missed that, I believe did we clip the whole interview, Lawrence? Is that clipped in the YouTube?
Shawnee Spencer, it is posting this evening for the commuting crowd. I believe I'm dropping it at like 7 o'clock tonight. Yeah, it'll be in there.
If you missed that,
Who
check it
commutes
out.
at 7?
Well, no, like for the people that are getting
hard
home
workers.
and then just like, I need to relax. Let me watch 15 minutes of Sean Spencer
Okay.
sitting in his car.
Don't mess with Benedetto's
Yeah.
thought process. The man's got everything thought
Can we
through.
address this question from Braggs?
Yeah, I was thinking about we should maybe do this.
Because the answer is no. What was the Blackhawks' #1 pick arguably a bigger moment in Chicago sports than the Bears getting the #1 pick because of the player coming to the Hawks, even if the Bears are more popular?
I mean,
No.
I don't know. Like,
No.
Connor Bedard is he's 17 years old, so it's insane the level of hype he has. But he is being called the combination of Connor McDavid and, like all these insane names.
17.
I think it's
Wow.
absolutely was bigger than the Bears getting the #1 pick. They sold $2.5 million in season tickets. They literally that just changed the entire sports landscape in Chicago. The Blackhawks were what's the word I'm looking for? Completely irrelevant.
Terrible.
And now they are like the talk of the town. I mean, that is a huge moment.
I listened to 670 The Score the entire way down. No one talked about this.
Well, they don't know how to program their shows,
That-
obviously.
Don't tell me
Why-
they're the talk of the town.
Okay, I mean, I didn't listen to the show that you listened to, but the morning show didn't stop talking about it. They did the whole damn show on it.
I didn't listen.
I shouldn't say the entire way down. I was listening to
you can't tell me this.
And
is
it's as
Connor
Torian
Bedard
says.
is looked upon as like Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah.
We got DJ Moore.
Torian Whitfield is telling us it's up to $5.2 million in sales now. They've been rolling overnight.
This is an enormous. You cannot compare the two.
And I'm not like
If
the
we had
biggest
got- if
hockey
the
guy.
You
Bears-
can't compare the Bears getting #1 pick.
No, because there wasn't Connor Bedard.
Okay, let me
there
ask you this:
wasn't
if
Peyton
Justin
Manning.
Fields isn't on the team,
Yeah.
and it's
No,
the Bears
it was
get
Bryce
Bryce
Young.
Young,
Yes, Bryce Young. No.
Bryce Young.
No way.
Well,
This is a generational. This guy's like the
you
people.
didn't know who Connor Bedard was
Yes,
24
I did.
hours ago.
Yes, I did, which is amazing.
Nick didn't.
Okay, and the
Nick
Knicks
still doesn't know.
Nick's
who
the,
he is.
I
Nick's
know
literally the
now.
only one. They just got like somebody who could like. I'm not saying whatever. Let's not put too much.
And then
on it.
what's the
He's
end game?
17.
Though? But what's the point?
The point is that they have
They might win a
that
cup.
Wayne Gretzky's coming to town. Like that's
The
a
Bears
big deal.
might end up winning the Super Bowl because they got the #1 pick.
Adam, come on. They got DJ Moore.
No, that's not what they got. Here's what they got by
read to me
getting the
what they got.
#1 pick.
Read to me what
They
they
got DJ Moore.
Yeah.
They got their right tackle. They
Yeah.
got their other corner that they needed. They have a 1st-round pick next year, a 4th-round pick next year, and a 2nd-round pick the year after that.
Dude, right, okay.
They might end up winning a Super Bowl. If the Bears go on to win a Super Bowl,
Listen.
all due respect to the Blackhawks, it's way bigger than the 3 cups that they won. It's way bigger than the cups they might win with Connor Bedard. And if it all comes back to Davis Mills throwing a 4th and 20 Hail Mary to get the #1 pick, that moment was bigger than what happened last night.
Okay.
It's not even close.
Okay. Listen to me. You can maybe if the Bears go and win the Super Bowl, which they will 2025, you can make hold on. You can try and tie it all the way back to the draft and saying that was 86% of the reason. This guy is coming to town to sell $5 million in season tickets. His jersey, kids are going to be buying 98 jerseys. He is going to be a name, a Taze, a Kane, a Jordan, a Frank Thomas, a Sandberg, a Banks, or whoever you want to name.
Okay.
My main man, I'm Ozzy. I got you in there. 13 World Series champion. This is you. There's not going to be some jersey with like all the list of everything that they got for trading in that one pick.
Where do Kane and Taves compare to the 85 Bears?
Kane and Taves ran this town for about a decade.
I understand, but I'm just saying,
The
where do
85 Bears
Are 38 years ago now? Is that right?
Well, it's just, that speaks to like the Super Bowl holds more weight.
That's what I'm
right?
saying.
The Super Bowl holds more weight than anything.
Hold on.
If we're being
Walter
honest,
Payton is still bigger than Kane and Taves.
Listen to me.
Just because you couldn't remember who Tom Thayer was yesterday.
I clipped that thing. What's going up? I thought that was good YouTube. Listen, you know how amazing it would have been if the Bears had won the Super Bowl and beaten the Colts and Peyton Manning? You know, it would have been incredibly awesome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't have touched the 85 Bears. It wouldn't have been even in the same stratosphere of what that team was. That team was, there's nothing is ever going to touch that team, ever. That team is on another platform that will never be like it's just you can't compare it to that.
I disagree. I think.
My God!
I think if Justin Fields wins a Super Bowl,
oh, you're crazy. I'm gonna have a heart
I think
attack.
you're forgetting how long ago that was.
Yeah,
and
we're still talking about it.
Yeah, but it won't for you. But anybody under the age of 40 has no idea what you're talking about.
They do because it's still talked about.
Because there's been no other good team since.
Were you here when they went?
Let's do it.
Listen. I'm retired.
You have to admit the 85 Bears are hyped up because of the lack of success that this team has had.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
And let me but the city wasn't anywhere close to captured by the Rex Grossman, Charles Tillman, Brian Urlacher Bears. People like it wasn't even in this. It wasn't even.
I agree
with
you. I agree with you. But had that team won that game, we would be talking about the 85 Bears a lot less.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
Sure, we would talk about them less. That's fine. But it's not that was a unique time with Mike Ditka, Walter Payton, Jim McMahon, William the Refrigerator Perry, and elite talent all over the field too. Like they moved to they were on Letterman.
Couldn't you make the same argument then that whatever happens with the Connor Bedard in the future, it'll never live up to the 2010 with Kane and Taves and it all coming together and the legendary status of that team?
No, because we're gonna win 6 straight.
Bull status.
If the Hawks end up winning 6 straight cups,
that might be a fair argument. I mean, the Blackhawks were literally dead in this town. Dead. There were 3,000 people showing up, and it literally came to life in ways that no one ever thought possible. So maybe they can. Maybe he can't match that.
If the Hawks end up winning 6 straight cups because of last night, then yes, last night was bigger. If the Bears win 1 Super Bowl and it gets traced back to them getting the number 1 pick, then it's the Bears, and it's not even close. I'm sorry.
Guys, it's been
They're not going to sell shirts saying like the trade. Maybe they will. Maybe Braggs will be outside of Soldier Field in Arlington Heights, whatever they're going to call it.
Lawrence, do we have that ready? That behind?
Are we allowed to play that?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
what?
Is it just? Can we just listen to his voice?
I don't know. Well, I mean, I think we can.
I don't know. Is it Bears property? Is it Justin Fields' Instagram?
Maybe it's not worth it.
Why?
It's just on Twitter.
It's just. I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
Okay, let's.
It was an intense.
Yeah, that's fine. It's
debate.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
Twitter's fine. Okay.
Do you want to explain what this is before we play it? Yeah. It's on the screen, but it's paused. So if you want to explain what it is.
I think this is very important.
I don't know what this is. So you guys got to say.
So he's gonna explain it.
Let me. Well, and I don't have the full context of what this is.
Remember, we have podcast listeners. What is going on?
So I got you, podcast listeners. This is what you need to do right now. For those of you who are listening via audio only, you need to. If you are driving, I recommend that you pull over, and you get to a safe spot. And I think this is important for today's show, from Carrington to what we just debated with Connor Bedard and the Bears winning the Super Bowl because they traded the number 1 pick. We are all going to have a moment to relax. Take a minute with Justin Fields is what the Bears have tweeted. Take a minute with Justin Fields. So let's all close our eyes. Let's all at Crystal, I want you to close your eyes. Bro Delicious, I want you to close your eyes. 40 Ditka, I want you to close your eyes. And here we go. Justin Fields, we are all taking a minute to end the show, which is going to send us into the rest of our day in a beautiful Zen-like state. Here we go.
What's up, guys? It's Justin Fields. Sometimes life gets overwhelming, and it's important to stop and take a breather. For the next 45 seconds, focus on me while we do this breathing exercise. Deep breath in. Hold. Breathe out. 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 I hope you're feeling relaxed and ready to take on the rest of the day.
Wow.
That was great.
Could have been the greatest moment in the history of the show. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel, but I feel a whole lot better. Cole Kmet deserves credit for that, by the way. He got him into yoga.
Wow.
I gotta say, Justin's voice for that's pretty good.
Soothing.
You know, I sometimes I'll listen to those.
I seriously might just do that for the rest of the day. At least 1 minute of every hour the rest of the day. That was so good. I feel so much better.
There we go.
Meanwhile, a couple super chats just came in. One of them not so nice from Chris Pagero. Says, Carm, your takes are getting more and more outlandish.
Which part?
I mean, I still think
comp would have probably been the Bulls winning it with Derrick Rose, right? Winning the lottery.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to. I don't know if that proves it one way or the other, actually.
But
because that was a huge thing too.
That was,
I
but
forgot
I mean, I bought a Derrick Rose jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but right. But Connor Bedard is looking at generational talent. People weren't saying that about Rose at the time.
Yeah, I mean, Rose is clearly the number one, but Bedard is like the number one of like 10 years. Like it's a generational, like you said, generational talent.
Like a huge deal.
The Rose thing was huge, but there was a debate at the time: should they take him? Should they take Michael Beasley?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I remember
this
that debate,
is. I think you're
undisputable. This the guy.
Boyson, we're arguing whether it's bigger that the Bears got the 1 pick or the Hawks, and I am defending your team. Just so you know, Hoge is sitting here telling that
What was bigger, the Bears getting the number 1 pick or the Hawks?
Thank you.
Greg says the Hawks.
Hawks.
Yes, the Bears already have their Connor Bedard and Justin
No,
Fields.
they don't.
Well, yeah, that's not nice.
All right.
John Brosio also, he's upset. He says, the Bears almost getting Russ Wilson was bigger news. Bedard is dope, but the Bears run the city no matter what. Sure, but I really don't think that's true at all. I don't know if anyone wants to comment on that. I don't think we need to. And then Real Cordless, he says, where do you rank the NFC North among conference strength, also the NFC as a whole? It seems like A-list QBs in the AFC. I feel like that's a question for another time. I don't know about you guys.
That's a deep question right now.
We're at the,
especially after
cue that one up for the next show.
Let's put it this way, Real Cordless. We'll make that a topic for tomorrow's show even, and the NFC North is winnable.
The NFC is
winnable.
I don't know if it's winnable because Philly's really good, but
yeah, they're the top dog.
It's a weird.
The quarterbacks in the NFC are.
I mean, to the point of the question,
Yeah.
like right off, just thinking off the top of my head, like the East is probably number 1, just because the Eagles,
Dak.
And then the West would be second, but it's not like anybody besides the 49ers necessarily.
Seahawks, we'll see what they do.
Really scare you, and they have probably what's going to be the worst team in the league in the Cardinals.
The Niners are fired up. Did you see Debo when his
South
comments?
sucks.
The South is
well,
not good.
It
I
does
think the
suck.
South's worse than the North.
I would
yeah,
say, yeah.
I agree.
That's how I would rank them. Off the top of my head, I would probably go East, West,
North, South.
North, South. Yeah.
No argument.
Okay. What else we got?
All right, that's it for the for the supers. So
Let's all wish Nick an incredible trip as he leaves us for how long are you going? 8 days?
Be back the 17th.
Today's the 9th. That's
That would be 8 days.
I mean, it's 7. I mean, it's a whole travel day each way. I mean, it's really not that long. It should be longer.
Nick,
I would have stayed through the weekend.
I was going to
honestly.
say I would have tacked on a couple days.
Yeah, Nick,
19th.
change your flight. You got connections. Don't come back that early. Seriously, there's nothing going on here.
Yeah, maybe
Hogan, I got you.
Like if you can't, afford the hotel for 2 more days, maybe Bears on Kauai can set you up.
Go stay with Bears on Kauai.
Plus, it's Kauai. You just
You gotta
get
DM
a
me.
tent and sleep on the beach.
Oh
for a
yeah,
couple
tent.
days.
There you go. Tent it
Tent
up.
it.
Light a candle. Very romantic.
There you go.
Yeah.
Go camp in Nepali. Do the hike.
Do we have a James the Sun ad coming today? No, we don't. Right.
Shout out to, before we leave, I'd like to shout out my niece, the amazingly talented superstar Grace Carman, who scored the only goal yesterday in the Chicago Public League semifinals. Lane Tech won. Peyton Prep, nothing. Peyton Prep had 17 opportunities to score yesterday. One-on-one with the goalie and just missing nets, but they didn't get it done. And Grace Carman, when she got her opportunity, she put that thing in the back of the net. And we are on to the finals tomorrow, 6 o'clock versus Jones. Not sure what that means for after dark, but we'll figure something out. Good luck. Rise and shine. Show for one.
It's Bragg solo.
Been wanting it.
Bragg's in the stand.
Bragsy, and maybe I might be in the stands doing the show. We'll see what happens.
Carman in the
Yeah.
stands.
Actually.
From Lane Tech.
I might be. We'll figure it out.
What's the name of that stadium again?
Lane Tech Stadium?
Is that what it is?
I don't know. I really don't know.
We we played a playoff game there a few months ago. I should know that. We're out of here. Follow us on Twitter. Go get those shirts, hockey shirts. If you enjoyed that debate, they're all day long. Flash sale. The Blackhawks. $23. CHGOLocker.com. Go get them. I'm going to be ordering a couple today, I think. So
Highly recommend the vintage one. It's dope.
yeah,
Big fan.
Okay. Solid. Carmen and I back tomorrow. Nick live from Hawaii. He'll probably be on a plane, but probably.
Have a great trip, buddy.
Thank you, Mark.
We'll be thinking of you.
Don't show up in the comments while you're on vacation.
Please show up in the comments. I'll be.
Maybe I'll tune in.
We'll talk to you tomorrow, noon. See ya.
Thanks, Carrington.